Your journey, Indiaவின் #1 all-in-one travel brand. குறிப்பா காஷ்மீர் பேக்கேஜ் வெறும் 15,000ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. QnQ Pharmacy, quality healthcare at affordable price.
With red lights next to a racetrack. Into the pit lane, I'm afraid to say that this is the Cayman number 414, and this is our superstar, Razu More Than Racing, with Ajith Kumar behind the wheel, and that car has not made it into the pit lane. So has he gone one lap too far? 53rd position for that car. He's been out for an hour and 28 minutes. So that just could be a flat 6 in the middle of that car, coughing and spluttering.
And remember, when he left the pit lane during a code 60, he did not go to fuel at that point. Now, that might have been the decision made by the team,
yes,
given that they might have had fuel at the previous code 60, but I think it's maybe just run out of fuel.
Well, let me see, because
the fans that are there on the pit entry, they're getting a real close-up view to their hero. Ajith Kumar has just had huge adulation wherever he's been all weekend.
So he did take fuel. He's taken fuel at some stage, because his last pit stop was 3 minutes and 8 seconds, and the pit lane time only was 44 seconds. So he didn't stop at his pit, but he did put fuel in an hour or whatever it was. Now the car is rolling gently, and code 60 is coming. Code 60 is coming. It will be our 5th code 60, with the time at exactly 6 o'clock in the evening. We've timed that one perfectly for Pete back up in London. It's another racing hour completed, and here in the Global Broadcast Centre, it's Peter Mackay and John Hinoff. Nick Damon in the pit lane. RS1 for the audio and Creventic Motorsport channel on YouTube, as well as our syndicated TV around the world. It's the 2025 International Endurance Racing Opener, the Michelin 24 Hours of Dubai. Well, we can't blame Johnny for this one either.
Like I say, Johnny just had a bit of bad luck, but yeah, unfortunately a little bit of code 60 there. So again, how is this going to play out? Harry King is 55 minutes into his stint. That's not a bad time for a code 60 to come out to get a little bit of fuel.
He's been out 26 laps.
Yeah, perfect. So a full stint is 35. So he'll be okay. You can only put 25% in, but the Harry King for pure racing could be good.
Huge crowd has gathered at the fence line and the entrance to the pit lane to get a shot of the car which their hero is in. Let's take an opportunity to get some updates from Nick Damon. There will be cars coming in, and at the bottom end of the top 10, we've had a few of the leaders, and in fact I think Dan Harper's just dived in from second. Yes, he has. Harry King has stayed out.
The 991's coming. This is a full service. Dan Harper getting out, so they don't want to burn the pro time in the 991. Was it Dan Harper?
No, that's Darren Lung who's in the 991.
Yeah, so 991. Yeah, that's it. So we've had the 19 MP Motorsport car in for full service. So the Women Racing number 7 in for full service. The second M4 BMW is also in now as well.
Yeah, so that was Dan Harper, as I said.
Yes, full service on both their cars. Yeah, but I'm actually down that end, and it takes a long time to get here. We've had a number of the Porsches going through for fuel. My guess is that pretty soon those fuel bowsers are going to be full and they'll be queuing. But so far,
how many pumps have we got, Nick?
Right, that's the 24. I think 12. The 24 car, the Visit Dubai machine will stop.
7.
And they'll all be stopping very briefly, of course, because they're only taking a quarter of their...
No, 9 now filled. However many we've got 9.
Yeah, yeah. They I mean, there may be more than 12 what they had last time, but that was in Europe, so it may be slightly different. But these are smart pumps. But of course, the point about it is they are only stopping very briefly, because they're taking like 25, 23, 22 litres, which doesn't take a very long amount of time. It looks like just about everyone. There's a few cars who are continuing on, but they're mainly the 992s who are eschewing the chance to pick up fuel. They're watching behind me. The GT3 is much more keen on getting a slug of the of the liquid gold.
Dance yourself dizzy.
Looks like the
with
tow
that.
truck has...
Yeah.
Exactly. Look, you can't say that, then don't expect me to sing it. It might be good this time. But the 414 machine, that was on the back of a truck. I think it's been dropped to the penalty
Which one's
box.
this?
You can probably see it better
No,
than I.
it's on the end of a tow rope on a pickup truck.
It's because sometimes they leave it, and this time they decided to pull it all the way through. I can see him coming down towards me now. It has got a bit dark for us now, so it's no longer daytime. It is now night, and therefore you have to look a little bit behind things. But the lights are on as Ajith Kumar comes in on the end of a rope. I think actually, I don't think he did stop because he had you had that 3-minute stop, and it was a very leisurely changeover. And don't forget, these boys are on 5-nut wheel studs. So it takes longer to do a full service anyway.
Yeah, but he only had a 44-second run through the pit lane and a 3-minute and 8 stop. So does that mean he spent? Does that mean he spent 3 minutes? He spent 3 minutes and 8 minus 44 seconds in his pit, getting new tyres.
No. If you got, I didn't know. If that's the point, then you've got fuel, because the pit in, pit out,
correct,
either side, and then
that's how I was reading it.
Is fuel. I haven't got that information in front of me. You are very much lucky to have the get race results, page 2, 3, 4, and 5. But very few of the garages have even got page 2 of the timing, so you're kind of going, oh, well, who knows? Raft of cars that come past. The 21 Haas machines come, the Audi, the 7 SMP Racing. They're both doing full services as well, John. Just trying to see anyone who's just going to do fuel. There's the 978. Here comes the 30. That's the recovering car collection machine. Then the Red Camel Jordan car eschews many of the other 992s, and they're coming in for a service. Evo's staying on board. He's getting tyres as well, so they are throwing some tyres at this car. We know it gets you a few seconds at the start, but yeah, that
26 laps ago, Harry King took tyres, and he's not come in this session.
No.
For pure racing, which is back on top. So Porsche are leading BMW from 2 more Porsches now. Luke Hartog for Dynamic in the white and blue number 24. Ralph Bourne. Oh, as Harry King now decides it is the right time to come into pit lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars in fuel. They're going to have to,
I think that is an interesting one, because I could see why the theory for pure racing not to bring Harry King in, because it looked like it might have been a relatively short code 60, because it simply was a matter of towing the Ajith Kumar car into the pits, but it stayed code 60 longer than I expected it to. We haven't had the warning yet.
Your journey, Indiaவின் number 1 all-in-one travel brand. குறிப்பா காஷ்மீர் பேக்கேஜ் வெறும் 15,000ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. QnQ Pharmacy, quality healthcare at affordable price.